welcome back to another video. I am David and this is Speed Therapy 407, and I just wanted to go over a few things that I have done to my 2019 Raptor, but here she is in all its glory. So as I mentioned, this is a 2019 Ford F150 Raptor. It is the 802A edition, so it does have all the carbon fiber bits and pieces inside the truck. It has the full pano roof. So I guess I'll start here on the front. So as you can see, I did go with the tough skinned overlays. I did the carbon fiber overlays with the red outline because everything on the truck I'm doing red and black themed. The truck is dirty. I haven't cleaned it, so it truly is out in its elements, pretty much not clean and so forth. But I went ahead and painted the tow hooks red down here, which again, those are a little dirty, but when they're clean they look really good. They pop. I did the 30-inch light bar behind the grille, and that light bar is bright, which I have those paired with the cubed fog lights, the 3 cubed fog lights. I have all of those wired into the auxiliary switches, auxiliary 1 for the 30-inch light bar, auxiliary 2 for the fog lights, and the brand I did go with was I ended up going with the Rough Country designs, which I know they're probably the least expensive on the market, but I don't go off-roading at night. So it's one of those things where I probably will not use them a whole lot, but the times I have used them, they work great, especially for the price. Of course, I wanted some of the high-end ones, but I just didn't want to shell out $1,500 for a light bar and fog lights. So again, those are Rough Country, and they work perfect. You come over here on this side, and obviously the truck is leveled. So on the front I did the Icon lift collars, which on these trucks it will allow you to lift the front a 1/2 inch to 2 1/4 inches, and I have these set at 2 1/4 inches. So if you want to kind of look down here, you can kind of see where the lift collar is. So down here you see the Icon lift collar. I have it set for 2 1/4 inches to level the truck, so that way these wheels and tires do not rub, even though they do rub a little bit still. So moving around toward this side, I did paint the calipers red on the truck, and again, they're dirty, but when everything's clean it does look really good. But I painted all 4 calipers red, same color as I painted the tow hooks on the front and rear. I went in with the short antenna. It's just an 8-inch carbon fiber antenna. I did go in with the Ford Performance windshield banner, which these windshield banners are made for Mustangs, but they just happen to work perfect on the Raptor. So I did that, and then I did 20% tint on the side windows for just the passenger and driver side. Wheels and tires, I did upgrade those as well. So I did go with the Icon rebounds. These are 20 by 9 with a 16 plus 16 millimeter offset. I did want a little bit of poke with them, so what I did was I used Faction Fab 1 1/2 inch spacers, which is somewhere around 33 millimeters negative. So when you factor that in with what the wheel is, I'm sitting at around a negative 22 millimeter offset, which gives the wheels a little bit of poke. If you step around here and look down the side of the truck, you're going to see that it pokes out a little bit. Tires, I went with the 35 12 50 20 Nitto trail grapplers, and What some people don't realize is they have two different tread designs on both sides. They have one that's more of like a mild tread design on the sidewall, and then they have one that's a little more extreme. I went with the extreme sidewall tread design on the outside, so it just looks a little more aggressive here on the outside. Obviously I don't have a picture that I can show you what the inside tread on the sidewall looks like, because obviously I have the aggressive side on the outside, but the aggressive side does look a whole lot better. Moving around to the rear, I did install assist bags, and these are from Boss Global Corp, so they are Boss airbags. And if you want to come in here and take a peek at what those look like, that is those black bags there. And I put them on the truck just to help the ride out for when I am towing anything. They can carry up to 2,600 pounds per bag, and if I was to air them all the way up, it'll actually raise the truck up in the rear probably a good 1.5 inches, which I don't suggest doing that, because then the truck rides like a hay wagon, because I did try it just to see how it would ride. So I have them aired up at about 15 psi for just normal everyday driving, and that seems to work out perfect. For the bed cover, I do have the roll and lock bed cover, which I do like that a lot. I did have the vinyl bed cover, and it just flopped in the wind. It just looked terrible, and it just wasn't a good bed cover. So I went with the roll and lock bed cover, which are super nice, and yeah, they definitely don't leak. On the rear, I did again the tough skin overlay graphics, carbon fiber with the red outline. I went with, I think it was Rocky Mountain Graphics, and I did the inlays of vinyl with the Raptor. And I will say these were a pain in the butt to put in, because I had to get them in there just right, and then I actually had to take a razor blade and cut everything, all the access that was kind of hanging over, because they just didn't sit in there perfect, but they came out good. So I did the inlays with that, the red tow hooks on the rear, and for the airbags, I ran my, where you actually fill them up, I ran them here into where these screw on to hold the plate in, which I don't want to unscrew them because they're in there good, but you unscrew these and you can fill the airbags up from here is how I ran those hoses. Again, I did the inlays over here on the F-150 side, and I think that's pretty much about what I've done to the truck, other than I did do the blow-off valve, or the vent, the VTA, the vent to atmosphere mod. So I did that, so we'll insert a clip for that driving, so you can hear that when, you know, it shifts gears or when I let off the gas. But that is pretty much everything that I have done so far to my 2019 Raptor. Once this Raptor is still under warranty, so once it goes out of warranty, then I'm actually going to have it tuned. I'm going to change the intercooler. I'm going to do a couple other things like that. But again, I'm not doing that until the warranty runs out, which probably run out in about a year and a half. So then I'll have some real fun with this thing. I wanted to go a little bit higher with the lift, but I didn't want to cut any of the framing and do any of that, you know, that stuff, because one, it's not the right way of doing things, and you know, I'm not trying to ruin the truck for just having a little bit better aesthetics. So I'm pretty happy with how it looks right now, and it's going to stay this way until I decide to get a little extra go-go juice on it once the warranty ends. But I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Later.